And we welcome you to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. Tonight, Video Productions presents exciting girls high school basketball. It's the Fighting Irish of Charleston Catholic. They are 10-8, taking on the Lady Flying Eagles of Beckley. They are 12-4. Hello again, everybody. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. We have the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing, and Jackie Moon on camera. Well, Eric, we talk about it all the time as we welcome you into the Window World pregame show. Basketball, a lot different from football. You lose a game you felt you should have won in football, you got to wait a whole week to get back at it. And for Beckley, they lost the game Saturday night against East Fairmont. And granted, East Fairmont is very good, but Beckley had a 13-point lead. And then in the stretch of that game, East Fairmont outscored them 20-2 to end up beating Beckley by 6. And it's a game that coaches, players, and a lot of their fans thought Beckley should have won.
Yeah, it was one of those things where they played great up until a point, and then the pressure kind of got to them. And I mean, the pressure that East Fairmont put on the ball, turned the ball over a little too much late. And but it was one of those things, those games I saw some positives out of, because if you look at Beckley, not making any excuses, they played without Nevaeh Mitchell, who never played a minute in the game, and had a few injuries. Burton played sparingly. I mean, she played more in the second half than she did in the first half. So I just think it's one of those things, if they can get healthy, which a lot of teams can say this, but I think if they can get healthy, they can be a tough out for anyone. So
we'll see how Beckley able to respond and bounce back here tonight against a good Charleston Catholic team. Charleston Catholic is 10-8. Charleston Catholic only has 8 players. So, if you have 8 players, you better have all of them got to be, I'm sure, really good and versatile. Now, this is the rematch. The two teams played a little more than a month ago, back on January the 19th, and Beckley won that in a slugfest. And what I mean by slugfest, 40-36, Eric. In that game, Alana Ellis led the way for Beckley with 14. Zoe Williams had 10.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of those games that, I mean, anytime you play Charleston Catholic, you know what you're going to get. Well-coached team and some good ball players, and it's always tough to win on the road. So to get a win on the road was good for Beckley, but none of that would probably matter in this game, because I think Beckley, I don't know, we'll just see who comes out and plays, because they have a few injuries, and we even left. I forgot Shiloh Mack has been playing pretty banged up as well. So.
Well, Eric, I would think, and we'll see if I don't know if I'm much of a prophet, but I would think that Beckley is going to get out of the 40s tonight and Charleston Catholic is going to get out of the 30s. I think this will be a little bit more high-scoring game into the 50s. Could even get up into the 60s, but I think we'll definitely won't have a 40 to 30-some game here tonight.
Yeah, no, I would be shocked if that was that score.
And Eric, as we wind down the stretch of the regular season, Beckley will play, as we know here tonight, against Charleston Catholic. Their final home game of the regular season will be tomorrow against Spring Valley, and then Beckley will close out on the road. They will go to Pikeview, a team they already beat, and then wind up at James Monroe. And I do think that if Beckley can win tonight, and especially if they can beat Spring Valley tomorrow, and you never know guarantees, because coaches vote, and you never know where one coach is going to put a team here or there. But I got to believe, just based on the body work that you and I have seen them play, comparing schedules, all the things that people do with unbiased and just look at it, I got to think if Beckley can win tonight and win tomorrow night, they should be able to host an opening round tournament game.
Yeah, I would think so. But nothing's a given here nowadays. But I think that's just me not being biased, but from what I've seen, I think they should be for a first-round host of a contest.
Yeah, because I would think in this region, and I don't think anybody would argue that George Washington is probably the overall #1 seed. They did beat Beckley earlier in the year back in December. Now, the rematch was snowed out and was not going to be made up. And on the flip side, Charleston Catholic, they're class AA, and I don't have that in front of me of who they have to go through, but they're 10-8, so game 19. They've got 3 more games to get them to 22 if they get them all in. But Charleston Catholic, to me, is a team that I don't care what their record is, that that they got quality players, and they have 4 of their starting 5 that got good averages, 2 in double figures, and the other 2 right there at 7 each.
Yeah, and what you get with Charleston Catholic in all sports, man. They're good in baseball, soccer. I mean, they're always
boys basketball,
girls basketball, track. The track team is really good. I've had a chance to see them compete in track, and it's going to be. And Coach Neighbors would not put them on the schedule if it was not a challenge for his team.
Right, and this was a late addition to the schedule because Beckley was supposed to play South Charleston, and South Charleston did not end up having a girls' team, and they were able to call Charleston Catholic and insert them into the lineup. So you're right, when Coach Neighbors of Beckley needed 2 more games, he just wasn't going to call Sisters of the Poor. He was going to call somebody that he knew was going to challenge his
team, and that's what it's all about. And all of these coaches in Charleston Catholic, vice versa, wouldn't play a team that wouldn't make his team better in the long run as far as when it comes to regionals.
All right, we'll take our first commercial break here in the Winter World pregame show and get you ready for the tip at the bottom of the hour. It's 10-8, the Fighting Irish of Charleston Catholic against 12-4 Beckley, and we'll take a break and be back with more here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Stores. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hill. We're proud to be part of your ride, rooted in West Virginia and built for the backwoods. Little General Store, fuel your adventure for West Virginia.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
We gave a future driver a first look and asked what he thinks makes a good truck. These trucks aren't just for today's drivers, they're for future ones too.
There's a compartment here, great leather seats, a bunch of charging ports, has everything pretty much.
Now it's your turn.
Since I'm too young to do business in the front, I have to do party in the back.
Come to Midstate Ford and drive off in a new truck, cool enough to earn backseat approval. Midstate Ford, home of the Big John deals.
This new year, give your home a fresh start with a brand new view from Window World at Beckley.
At Window World, we believe all homes deserve comfort, energy savings, and style all year long.
With our energy-efficient windows and doors, Window World has you covered.
Give your home the view it deserves this year with new windows and doors from Window World at Beckley. New year, new view with energy-efficient windows from Window World at Beckley.
Call today, 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD
for your free in-home estimate.
And we welcome you back to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School as we're getting you ready for the game at the bottom of the hour between Charleston Catholic and the Lady Flying Eagles. The Fighting Irish of Charleston Catholic 10-8, Beckley 12-4. Tonight's game is brought to you by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. If you need plumbing or heating, if you have plumbing or heating issues, it's an easy number to remember. Call the professionals at Modley's. Dial up 304-253-HELP. Also the game tonight brought to you in part by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. You need an ice-cold Pepsi as you sit back and watch the game and relax. A nice blue can and the soothing taste of Pepsi. Also the game tonight brought to you in part by Pasquale's Italian Restaurant. Pasquale's has all your favorite Italian dishes plus sandwiches, salads, and seafood. You can call Pasquale's at 304-255-5253. And the game tonight brought to you in part by Infinity Coal Company. Infinity Coal Company, they are located in Sophia, West Virginia, and they take pride in producing coal that fuels progress around the world. From the heart of coal country, United Coal, Infinity Coal, they deliver resources that strengthen industries and communities. Well, Eric, I think this is a late season matchup that's a big test for both of these teams. South Charleston, I knew I was going to do that because Charleston Catholic replaced South Charleston, and like I said, this is the second meeting. The first meeting, like I said, was back on Martin Luther King Day, January the 19th, and a hard-fought game. Beckley won it 40-36, and we've seen most of Beckley's games, Eric, and Beckley seems like they've been able to play both ways. They've been able to win low-scoring games, and they've been able to win high-scoring games. And I think Beckley would probably prefer a high-scoring game because that means you're not just playing a half-court game as both teams make their way out to warm up. But I think Beckley would prefer a game in the 60s.
Yeah, I think the way the offense has really turned around, and we knew it was going to be when you had a chance to interview Coach Brian Neighbors in the preseason. He said, Maris, there's one thing I know about our team. We're going to be good defensively, and the offense will have to come. But I think the offense has really turned the corner the last couple of games because you know what you have with Zoe Williams. But I think Carson Gunner and Alana Ellis have really been giving them big-time post play.
Yeah, Carson Gunner has been really good off the offensive board, and I see Mitchell here right in front of us, so she looks like she's going to play tonight. She's in the layup line, and Mack also looks like she's not hobbling a bit. There is still a little gimpy with the knee, and there's a brace there, or more, I guess, of a sleeve than a brace on the left knee there of Donya Burton.
Yeah.
And Donya Burton did start. When she first came back, she came off the bench, and then she was inserted into the starting lineup. And she does a lot of good things. Obviously going to be able to go to Concord to play. So if you're be able to play college basketball at any level, you have some skill.
Yeah, the one thing I think the nagging knee is really frustrating to her. And it's good, to see Nevaeh Mitchell because when I saw her ankle Saturday, it was pretty big. And one day of rest, I guess, with icing and a little bit of compression on it might help it, but it was, she hurt it in that hard-fought win against Oak Hill. And without her on the floor in that Oak Hill game, they would not have won that game.
And, back to Donya Burton, and now actually it probably is more of a brace. It looked like a sleeve when she was in the line across from us, but now that she's right here in front of us, it is a brace. And the thing that I noticed, and even though you and I, we didn't call the girls' game, we called the boys' game, Beckley and East Fairmont, but watching the girls' game, it looked like because of maybe her injury, she can't elevate the way she likes when she's attacked in the basket.
Not as explosive, and I think she was out there. She was frustrated, with her performance, of course. But I think that's what happens when you have a nagging injury like that, Maris. It gets more into your mental than anything, and she's a totally different player, 100%.
I had short conversations with each head coach, and Wes Hevner, the head coach of Charleston Catholic, very polite, as you would expect, coaching at a private Catholic school. And I spoke to some of their players, and they said they like the fact that they only have 8 players. That means there's a lot of minutes to go around.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you could put 5 out there, and if you're the 3 subs, you're going to get in the game. And it's just about the quality of players you have. You don't have to have 15 players on the bench because sometimes you only go 8 deep anyway.
Right, it's about quality, not quantity.
That's right.
You're right. A lot of teams, even though, on the NBA, they go 8, maybe 9. College, 7, some teams, maybe 8.
Yes.
That's about it.
You get that rotation, man, and you stick with it. And that's easy. That's actually probably easier to coach.
Right. Well, less players, that's right. It's most
have somebody on the bench moping like, man, I should have been in the game.
I got 3 minutes. I need 7 minutes,
that's
right?
Right.
But on the flip side, Brian Neighbors wasn't in his best of moods, and I can understand that. He's just like he was really upset that the game got away from him on Saturday. And, of course, being a veteran coach that he will know that you got to put that behind you. And, I talked to a couple of the Beckley players. They said they had a good shoot-around after school today. And, they've turned the page from Saturday and ready to dial it in for tonight.
Have to turn the page, and you got to get going.
All right, so we're getting ready to take a break, and we will be right back as we get you ready for the tip at the bottom of the hour between Charleston Catholic 10-8, Beckley 12-4, here on Video Productions.
Access Health, many of our physicians begin their journey here. They trained with us, grew with us, and chose to stay, because Access Health isn't just where their careers began, it's where they found home. Here, caring means more than medicine. It's knowing your patients and being part of their lives. They've grown with Access Health and with the community that welcome them. What sets Access Health apart isn't just the care we give. It's the people who grow with us and the community we call home. Access Health. When the need grows, so do we.
If you're struggling with payroll problems, compliance confusion, or HR headaches, it's time to discover Compliance, the trusted solution for a healthier, stress-free business. With Compliance, you will experience faster, error-free payroll, effortless compliance with labor laws, and expert HR support and guidance. Don't let workplace stress take over. Ask your business if Compliance is right for you. Side effects may include reduced stress, increased efficiency, improved morale, and a strong reliance on compliance. Consult Compliance today. Compliance, because a better business starts with a better you.
Hey, grab me one too.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. ServPro, like it never even happened.
Hey folks, Rick Lewis here. Come and see what all talks about at one of West Virginia's top pre-owned auto dealers, Direct Choice of Beckley.
Direct Choice has over 50 vehicles available, all priced below market value. And credit problems are no problem. Good credit, slow credit, bad credit, doesn't matter. Direct Choice has over 10 financing sources available with excellent rates to get you in your new car, truck, or SUV today. Give us a try before you buy at Direct Choice Pre-Owned, 4631 Robert T. Byrd Drive, Beckley. Or shop 24/7 at directchoicewv.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. And Leisure Lanes, they have a 24-lane bowling center with a full-service restaurant. And book your next birthday party at Leisure Lanes. You can dial them up at 304-253-7328. The game tonight also brought to you in part by Hart's Cabinets. Been around since 1974, and they have quality custom cabinets, and they're a proud sponsor of high school sports. You can dial them up at 304-252-2917. Also, the game tonight brought to you by Edward Jones. Edward Jones, whether you're retiring or if you're changing a job, they've got 4 outstanding financial advisors that can help talk you through your financial goals and find out what the best option is for you. That's Heather Cantley, Brooke Dempsey, Ben Worley, or Tracy Howe. And also the game tonight brought in part by Exit Elevation Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell a home, you can go on their website at exitelevationwv.com. Check out Luke Richmond, the broker, and Steve Morgan, the associate broker. Well, Eric, both teams continuing to go through the warm-ups, and this game had to be adjusted around because, like I said, when the schedules was originally made, neither team was on the other team's schedule, and Beckley was scheduled to play South Charleston, and then South Charleston ended up not having a girls' team, so Beckley needed 2 games, and apparently Charleston Catholic needed 2 games. A phone call was made, and it worked it out where they were able to play home and home. And like I said, this is the second matchup. They've already played back on January the 19th in Charleston, and Beckley won that game 40-36.
Yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head and process that South Charleston, a AAA school, not have, had a proud women's basketball program, not to have a program.
Well, what I was told, and just told by a lot of coaches, that there was a lot of player movement.
Yeah,
and I guess that's maybe the right way to phrase that, a player movement from school to school, and then a player moves, a coach moves, and then when one player goes, usually two or three.
Their team was absorbed.
Well, right, when one player goes, whether you're talking about boys or girls at any level, sometimes one player goes, other players follow them, correct?
That's right, waterfall.
Yeah, so anyway, for whatever happened there, and I'm with you, when I first heard the news, I was surprised at that, and I'm like, every team has the chance to play 22 games, and obviously because of the weather, and not just in southern West Virginia, but throughout West Virginia, there was multiple games, and everybody's trying to reschedule them and trying to get them made up. But it's good that the fact that there was a team like Charleston Catholic out there where Beckley could say, hey, we've got 2 less games. Our girls sign up for 22. We want to give them 22. Catholic thinking the same way. Our girls sign up for 22. We want to make sure they get 22.
And this down the stretch schedule right here for the Lady Flying Eagles, if that doesn't get you tournament ready, you talking about Spring Valley. I can't, you don't want to put the cart before the horse, but I can't remember them beating Spring Valley.
I don't think they ever had. Of course, if my memory serves me correct, Spring Valley won the state championship last year.
Yes, and in 2 years prior, they eliminated Beckley in the state tournament.
Right.
So,
and in fact, they've beaten Beckley a couple times in the state tournament.
Yeah, I think both on that run to the state championship. So this is a process, and that James Monroe team is as hot as anybody. I think they finally lost one, but you got to go down there, and that's
a different animal.
That's a different animal. I mean, so
when you talk about a true home court, I believe down at Linside, James Monroe, their girls basketball team, there are certain teams, Eric, and I think you'd agree with this. And we've been to a lot of places. When you talk about true home court, especially when the team is better than average, when the team is close to upper echelon, if not maybe the best team, but one of the best teams, it makes it more difficult. One of the big cliches, that's a tough place to play. Well, it isn't tough if you didn't have to play that team that's good in that gym. But James Monroe has a true home court, just like I think Wyoming East in boys basketball has a true home court advantage.
I truly think the smaller communities, because if you look, there's only one in Monroe County, right? There's only one school.
Right. James Monroe, that's
James
it.
Monroe,
that's right. And everybody's bought in. Wyoming East had success, boys and girls. You're right. Tug Valley's had success. You're right.
Yeah.
The smaller schools, because the high school is the community, and everybody's based around the community, and that's one of the big social events, and really everybody backs those teams. And not that they don't, but it's a little different when you're in a 4A in more of a metropolitan area like a Beckley, like Charleston, like Morgantown, Martinsburg, etc.
Yeah, it's a little more difficult. Yeah, but you're right. But I think Coach Neighbors, he probably was a little frustrated, probably maybe with himself of how the game got away with him. That was a good team, and it was only a matter of time that they start making shots.
And they did.
When I knew that team still had a chance, every run that Beckley had, that team would make a three to answer it. East Fairmont would really get back in the game and keep it within shouting distance.
Hey, the Bees had a lot of sting in them, and I'll tell you, and since Saturday, and I've talked to a lot of people that was at the game and also that watched our broadcast, and you and I did the boys' game, they're like, the boys' game was almost a carbon copy of the girls' game because the Beckley boys' game, they had an 8-point lead, and I know the game, that's why they played 4 quarters, 2 halves, but they were up 8, and then over the next 16 minutes, the 8 minutes of the third and fourth quarter, and the extra overtime minutes, the 4 minutes, in 20 minutes, Beckley got outscored by 16, and Beckley felt, girls and boys, that they had it, but just like for the boys team, and that's another story, Beckley plays on the road, boys at Riverside tomorrow. You just got to, like I said, turn the page, you got to move forward, and that's what Coach Neighbors is hoping that's the case here tonight with his Lady Flying Eagles.
There's nothing like getting that in the rearview mirror by getting a win.
Yeah. All right, Beckley still going through their warm-ups, and Charleston Catholic has left the floor. We'll take a pregame break. We're a little more than 5 minutes away from getting the game tipped. It's 12-4 Beckley playing host to the Fighting Irish of Charleston Catholic. They're 10-8. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
This new year, give your home a fresh start with a brand new view from Window World at Beckley.
At Window World, we believe all homes deserve comfort, energy savings, and style all year long.
With our energy-efficient windows and doors, Window World has you covered.
Give your home the view it deserves this year with new windows and doors from Window World at Beckley. New year, new view with energy-efficient windows from Window World at Beckley.
Call today, 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD
for your free in-home estimate.
name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
We asked the real experts what they think of our Chevys and GMCs, and they didn't hold back.
Come here. Come on. I like the noise of it.
They've tested the seats, the screens, and the tires as well. Now it's your turn. Northside Chevy GMC, approved by kids, loved by everyone. Chevrolet, together let's drive. GMC, we are professional grade.
Northside Chevy, where they are right.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
And we welcome you back to the Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School gym with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. As we're a little less than 5 minutes away from getting the ball game tipped, and tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Spartan Factory. They have T-shirts, team uniforms, sweatshirts, hoodies, whatever you need, and you can go on their website. They're located in Beckley, and it's the Spartan Factory, WV.com. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel, the delicious food at Cracker Barrel. Had my pregame meal there the other day, and I'll tell you, it's delicious. Try that meatloaf plate. And if you just want to know the entire menu, you can go to crackerbarrel.com. Well, Eric, the Fighting Irish are out on the floor, and being the Fighting Irish and having a clover as their sign, you would think that they would definitely be in green, and that's what they are, wearing their green and white with Irish across. Beckley will be wearing their white uniforms. They've gone back in. And what do you think right now when Beckley's back in their locker room? If you were in the locker room, eavesdrop a little bit, what do you think Coach Neighbors might be telling the team?
Protect the basketball.
Yeah, don't turn it over, right?
Yeah, stop turning the ball over, and, you'll improve substantially from Saturday if you don't turn the ball over.
Yep, so we're still about, not quite 3 minutes away from getting this one started. As we look the rest of the week, Eric, you and I will be at Shady Spring High School tomorrow, and we'll have the boys game, and it's a big regional matchup between Greenbrier East and Shady. Greenbrier East coming off a big win as they got the broom out and swept up South Charleston, beat them for the second time, beat them at Fairleigh on Saturday, and Shady was victorious. They won by 15 here earlier today. They had a 5:30 start against Princeton, and they won that game. That was on Video Productions as well. So that's a huge game tomorrow between Greenbrier East and Shady. You and I will have it tomorrow.
Yeah, and that South Charleston win, you're talking about beating a quality team and sweeping them. So if Greenbrier East can get this victory tomorrow.
Well, you're right. You look at Greenbrier East on the boys' side. They have swept Beckley. They've swept South Charleston.
Beat Shady
and
once.
They beat Shady once. If they can beat Shady tomorrow, like I said, they'll have swept them.
It's split with Princeton.
Yeah, and I would definitely think that would get them a home game.
Definitely.
Yes, I would think so.
Tomorrow, that's what Coach Patton he'll say. Hey, look, we go win this game. We're hosting the game.
And for Shady, I think if they were to win and split the season series with East, and if they were to beat Beckley twice next week, that might give Shady the little bump that they need maybe to host.
Yep, that's what's good about these last couple of weeks, man. Every game matters big time.
Yeah, and another thing too, every game matters from December, because going back to this girls team, Beckley lost back in December between Christmas and New Year's to George Washington in a tournament at Summersville, and the regular scheduled game down at GW gets snowed out. They don't make it up, so there's only one game to go by, and GW won that game. So that's why all of the games matter, whether you're playing in, right there in December or whether you're playing in late February or early March.
Because it's a body of work, and that's You're
All
exactly right.
Beckley's made their way out onto the floor. We'll have the playing of the national anthem. We'll take a quick break, come back, give you the starting lineups, get the ball in the air as we get you ready for 10-8, the Fighting Irish of Charleston Catholic against the 12-4 Lady Flying Eagles of Beckley. And we'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Store. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride, rooted in West Virginia and built for the backroads. Little General Store. Fuel your adventure. West Virginia.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
We asked the real experts what they think of our Chevys and GMCs, and they didn't hold back.
Come here. Come on. I like the noise of it.
They've tested the seats, the screens, and the tires as well. Now it's your turn. Northside Chevy GMC, approved by kids, loved by everyone. Chevrolet, together let's drive. GMC, we are professional grade.
Northside Chevy, really alright.
And we welcome you back to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School with Eric Thomas. I am Maris Lowry, and it's the Fighting Irish of Charleston Catholic 10-8 against 12-4 Beckley. And Eric, you have the starters for the Fighting Irish of Charleston Catholic.
Okay, the Fighting Irish will go this way. Leading scorer at 13 points a game is Mary Rushworth. Abby Messer, and they will go with Nora Aliff and Eliana Evans. They both come in averaging 7 points apiece. And Allie Wilcox at 11 points a game.
All right, for the Beckley Flying Eagles, we'll have to see how they will go. You got to believe we know that Zoe Williams is going to start. She's the team's leading scorer at a little more than 18 points a game. And you got to also believe that Alana Ellis, 9 points a game, will start, as well as Carson Gunner at 8. And then we got to see if Nevada Mitchell is going to start. Shiloh Mack that rounds out the starting five. So it's Mack, Mitchell, Williams, Ellis, and Gunner for Beckley. And for Charleston Catholic, it is Wilcox, Evans, Aliff, Rushworth, and Messer. The opening tip of the ball game is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Scotty Brown's the local State Farm agent. He's in Shady Spring. You can dial him up at 681-238-6130. And like I said, State Farm, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Well, State Farm is there, and Eric and you and I, and the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins and Jackie Moon, we're here. And we're here. We think we're going to have a really outstanding basketball game here tonight. The Fighting Irish, like I said, in their green, trimmed in white with Irish across the front. Beckley in white, trimmed in maroon and a little bit of off gray. And we're moments away from getting the ball game started. And it's about 4 minutes late, but that's okay. This is the first game of a busy week for Beckley. The first of 4 games this week. Spring Valley tomorrow, and then they'll hit the road the weekend, and they'll take on Pikeview, and then finish up down at Jameson Road. It'll be Alana Ellis in the center circle for Beckley, and Ellis will jump against Nora Aliff for the Fighting Irish. And we are all ready, and the ball's in the air, and the tip is controlled by the Fighting Irish going to the basket to our left.
And Allie Wilcox brings it across the half court, and Beckley with that man-to-man defense.
Burton's all over and is all over. And now Beckley forces a turnover. Gunner able to get a hand on that pass, and Beckley running, and Mack cannot handle the pass. It goes right through her hands, and Beckley turns it over.
And that was a turnover, but great pass by Burton. Mack not looking it in, and looks like Beckley's going to extend this pressure here.
Well, Eric,
early.
like I said back in the pregame, the first meeting was 40-36. I got to believe Beckley's going to get out of the 40s or more than 40, and Catholic for sure going to get out of the 30s. And one way to speed the game up is to add the pressure.
Yeah, and I think that pressure, that's part of that token pressure, get them to play, Catholic to play a little faster.
So here's Rushworth with it. Mary Rushworth, the team's leading scorer. They dip the ball down low in the paint to Aliff. Aliff double team, nice lead for Evans, and Evans able to score the first 2 points of the game.
Nice interior passing as Shiloh Mack gave up the baseline, and great passing.
And Beckley turns it over. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for the Flying Eagles. And Eric, this is definitely something Coach Neighbors never want to see, but especially after the way they turned it over on Saturday.
Yeah, start out first two possessions, 2 turnovers.
Down in the paint, little short shot off the glass by Evans. It won't go. Back the other way. Here's Burton with it. And Burton will slow it down, set the offense. Gunner in the corner, dials it up for a 3. It's short, an air ball. So in 3 possessions, Eric, that's 2 turnovers and an air ball. And Catholic runs the floor, and a great pass and a nice finish. The layup by Aliff.
And Nora Aliff, the 2 young ladies came in averaging 7 points, getting early buckets. And that bodes well.
Burton on the drive, and she lost the ball. So 3 turnovers out of their first 4 possessions as we watch this last replay. Good job by Catholic running the floor.
Yeah, ran the floor, got the easy 2.
Shiloh Mack looks like she's hobbling a little bit. She comes out of the ball game. Checking in will be Emma Meadows.
Yeah, I mean, I knew she was battling that hit.
Yeah, that's been going on for the last couple of games.
Yes.
Catholic, little short shot right inside the 3-point line. That shot is put up and doesn't go down for Rushworth. She's the team's leading scorer, 13 a game. But Catholic gets the rebound all the way to the rack and draws a foul. And if you're Coach Neighbors, you won't be happy of that because Evans had a clear path to the basket. As we watch the replay, she attacks the rim, Eric, and she'll draw the foul, and she'll shoot a pair.
And the one thing you can't be happy about if you're Coach Brian Neighbors is it looks like Catholic's just faster to the ball, all 50-50 balls, and rebounds they're getting.
So Evans will shoot 2. She entered the game averaging 7 a game. First free throw is good. And right now, Catholic off to a good start, scoring the first 5, trying to make it 6 here if Evans can be successful on this second free throw attempt. I like how she spins the ball like that. She's got her own routine, nice form. That time a little too strong, and Burton clears the rebound. So 1 of 2 is made in the Catholic and once again, another Beckley turnover. That time Zoe Williams just took her eye off the ball.
Yeah, and they just look out of sync, not into this game.
You're right.
Tell you what, they better get it turned around fast or they're going to get blown off the floor.
Yeah, you're right. They don't look in sync. And, I was told they had a good shoot-around this afternoon, but sometimes that doesn't always translate to how you start the game, right?
Yeah, don't let 1 loss turn into 2, snowball into 2. They still like they're stuck in the fourth quarter from Saturday.
That's an excellent point. Backdoor cut down to Rushworth. She'll throw the ball back out over to Wilcox.
Patient offensively and running their sets. This Charleston Catholic
well coached
team is well coached.
Into the corner, there's 3. That's going to be short. It'll graze the rim by Mary Rushworth, and Zoe Williams comes out of there with it. Here's Gunner.
Is the ball a hot potato?
Yeah, well, Beckley's having a hard time handling, aren't they? Alana Ellis in the corner, not really a threat to shoot from that deep.
Just got to settle down if you're Beckley and run some offense.
Ellis trying to set a screen, and then Burton down the lane. There's a lot of contact, and that should get Burton to the line.
Well, she got bailed out because that was going to be a travel.
Yeah.
As she jumped and
let's see,
came down.
She should get to the line, and she will.
Yeah, she'll be shooting 2 here with this. Yeah, that was a bailout. That was going to be.
So Burton's first free throw is no good. And the body language, when she misses a shot, though, I think she's got to really correct that a little bit.
Yeah, that's one thing she gets. Seems like she's hard on herself, and she lets it snowball.
And the second free throw is good. So she makes 1 of 2, and that stops a early 5-0 run by Catholic to start the game as we're almost 3 minutes into this first quarter.
They're handling the Beckley pressure with ease.
Yes, and with ease, you're right. As soon as you said that, Eric, right on it is Rushworth able to get the pass and easy layup. And you're right, easy as Williams loses the ball.
Another turnover,
so
that's 5.
Yes, I'll say Beckley's turned it over 5 times. So they have more turnovers than points. Drive right down the lane. Beckley's probably going to need a timeout and an and one. That was too easy for Rushworth off the dribble. And she started that drive, Eric, probably 25 feet away from the basket, even further out, maybe 40 feet away from the basket, and got to the rim very easy to get the and one.
And Carson Gunther late on the rotation.
And the free throw is good, so Rushworth completes a three-point play, and Beckley wants, needs, and calls a timeout. 4:44 for the opening quarter. It's a 10-1 Catholic lead. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Field McCoy Trails. Fuel up the way West Virginians do. A Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We welcome you back to Beckley with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. And Eric, 2 5-0 runs by Catholic. A 5-0 run squeezed by 1 free throw made by Beckley, and another 5-0 run to take a 10-1 lead.
Yeah, and the Beckley team just looks out of sorts, and a lot of it has to do with this Catholic defense and precise offense.
And I think you made a good point right there before we went to commercial. From losing that game that they did on Saturday, you don't want one loss to turn into 2, and especially when you're playing a quality team like Catholic. Beckley just seems like they're ready to answer the bell, at least not yet. Here's Alana Ellis into the lane. They cut her off. Meadows has it. And Catholic,
just the offense is
stagnant.
Stagnant.
Yes. Here's Alana Ellis, head of the lane. Open 15-footer. That's going to be short. You can tell when she shot it. They running down the rebound is Meadows in the corner. Here's Burton down the lane. Nice move off the glass, left it short. She got to the rim, but she couldn't cash in. Here's a touchdown pass all the way down the court like a baseball pass. And great work with the ball as Wilcox dials it up for 3. It won't go, but the offensive rebound by Evans. Evans in the lane. Good ball work. Wilcox passes the ball here in the near corner. There's a nice drive to the rim, lays it up and in by Rushworth, the team's leading scorer.
And that's 7 points early for Rushworth, and this is a clinic, offensive clinic.
And a 7-0 Catholic run to have their biggest lead of the game right here as we have a little under 3.5 remaining opening quarter. But like I said, Beckley, their offense looks stagnant. They're spacing as they try to get a high ball screen for Burton. And Burton not able to go around it. She lost the ball. And she double dribbled, yes. And another Beckley turnover. And now Mitchell will check into the Beckley lineup. We thought Mitchell was going to start, but actually Burton started. Burton will come out and Mitchell in. But right now, Charleston Catholic has been really good on both ends of the floor, Eric.
Yeah, just
defensively good and really smooth on the offensive end.
Running that offense with precision. I mean, it's.
So here's Wilcox to bring it up. Had a short conversation with her prior to the game. Around the screen, they left her open. She'll dial it up. It won't go. And Alana Ellis will sky for the rebound. Zoe Williams, step back 3. It won't go, and it's out of bounds over to the Fighting Irish. So Beckley's just one and done or turning the ball over. They just not like I said,
doesn't even look like the same team from the first 3 quarters of Saturday.
No. They look like they're kind of really not in sync. But a good team like Catholic will do that to you. Now, Beckley's going to change up their defense. Eric, go a little zone here. Catholic will try to work it around, trying to find an opening in that zone.
This Catholic team will be patient.
Here's Evans, pass the ball in the corner over to Wilcox. And they're very patient, trying to find somebody free. Good ball work. Nice little baseline drive, and you can see why Mary Rushworth is the team's leading scorer. She hits a little baseline shot. And Catholic trying to deliver a knockout punch here in the first quarter.
Yeah, 9.
And there's a foul on Catholic, and that'll be side out over here. It'll be a common foul. But out to a 13-point lead at 14-1.
That will be on Eliana Evans.
So, Eric, here we are 5 seconds away of playing 6 minutes. Beckley doesn't have a field goal. This has been one of the longer droughts we've seen in covering these games.
Well, they've only, 2 shots on the go?
Yeah, they kept turning the ball over as they did right there. And here comes Catholic. 2-on-2. Nice finish and a foul on Zoe Williams, and that will get Evans to the free throw line. But watch the turnovers. We see, look at that, good spacing and nice pass. Right. And really, if you're Zoe Williams, it's a good foul. You can't give up the uncontested layup, right?
Yeah, Evans is 1 of 2 at the free throw line. 3 points on the evening.
So Eliana Evans will shoot a pair. First free throw on its way is no good, as Burton will check into the Beckley lineup. Also in for the first time will be Maggie Ringwald for Beckley. And Catholic, I think will have I guess she's going to be in for the shooter. They have a player at the scorer's table, and obviously she's going to check in for Evans. So you want to make it, but if you miss it, you stay in the game, right?
That's right.
As Evans says, that's all right. She knocks it down. And a 15-1 lead. And right now it's a 10-0 run for Catholic. As checking into the lineup will be Weber, Molly Weber into the lineup. So Catholic scored the first 5. Beckley added a free throw, and then Catholic has scored 10 in a row. So we played over 6 minutes. Beckley still doesn't have a field goal. Here's Meadows on the drive into the lane. Ringwald trying to get free, nothing there. Now Burton with it.
Everything's perimeter oriented.
Burton on the drive, tacks the basket up and under. She'll draw the foul and get to the line. But yeah, this Beckley team, they're going to have to do it on the defensive end, Eric, to get stops and maybe get easy buckets as we watch the replay.
I don't know who that was whistled on. It was either Rushworth or take your pick, but I think it might have been Rushworth. We'll give it.
Each team has 3 team fouls as Burton misses the first of 2. And Evans, and it probably was Rushworth because she's coming out of the game, Eric, and Evans back into the game. So Burton's got the only point. She's got 1 free throw. She's 1 of 3 at the foul line. Second free throw, and that's short. And Beckley with 1 point. And coming up on a minute and a half remaining in this first quarter, it's been dominated by the Fighting Irish of Charleston Catholic. And there's a rare turnover for Catholic. And Beckley, to get back in the game, that's the end of the floor where they're going to have to do it on.
Yeah, they're going to have to do it. But right now, it just seems like this bad offense has snowballed. Nobody, no zest, no pep in the step.
No zip, right? No fire. I mean, I don't know what you say.
Lethargic, just.
And Zoe Williams will walk it up. Here's Mitchell with it. And now Evans. Evans trying to maybe turn the corner. Zoe Williams juggled it. Gunner spins into the lane. They cut her off. Zoe Williams, 15-footer, needs a roll, and there's Beckley's first field goal, and it comes under a minute remaining in this first quarter, and kind of stopped the bleeding for now, as that was a 10-0 run that Beckley able to stop with that field goal made by Zoe Williams.
Yeah, now let's see if this Beckley, the Lady Flying Eagles, you see one go in, it tends to help it out a little bit defensively as well as you start to guard a little better.
And let's see if Catholic will hold it for the final shot of the quarter as we're coming up on 30 seconds left in it. It's been dominated by Charleston Catholic. Here's Wilcox with it. I think, Eric, they've held the ball this long. They'll probably hold it unless they get a layup. They're trying to spread Beckley out and make Beckley chase them. Here's Aliff. She's got that mask. I guess she might obviously probably had a nose injury. Yeah, they're going to hold it for the final shot as we get coming up to 10 seconds left here in the quarter. Nice ball work. Under 5, 3 on its way. It'll count if it goes. It won't go. And the rebound is Gunner, and that's how the first quarter will come to an end. At the end of 1, it's all Charleston Catholic as they lead Beckley 15-3. We'll take a break, be back with the second quarter after this on Video Productions.
Access Health, many of our physicians begin their journey here. They trained with us, grew with us, and chose to stay. Because Access Health isn't just where their careers began, it's where they found home. Here, caring means more than medicine. It's knowing your patients and being part of their lives. They've grown with Access Health and with the community that welcomed them. What sets Access Health apart isn't just the care we give, it's the people who grow with us and the community we call home. Access Health. When the need grows, so do we.
And we welcome you back to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. And for all your plumbing and heating needs, call the professionals at Modley's at 304-253-HELP. Also, the game tonight brought to you by Cracker Barrel. Love me some Cracker Barrel. They have delicious food. And I was there the other day, and I tell you, I love me that meatloaf. I love the green beans. I love everything I love at Cracker Barrel. And you can go to crackerbarrel.com and check out all of everything they got going on, menu and everything. Great place at Cracker Barrel. Plus, I love that at the store. Every time I go, I got to get me a pile of gum. Got to have that at Cracker Barrel. All right, ready to start quarter number 2. 15-3 the lead for Catholic, and it'll be Beckley with the first possession of quarter number 2.
Now, see if Beckley can. I don't know if Rushworth picked up. I think that she might have picked up 2. So you got to try to take advantage.
Yeah. Here's Alana Ellis.
That's a turnover.
Well, almost a turnover. She dribbled it off her foot.
Yeah, just they don't look in sync.
Yeah. Here's Meadows. Yep.
Zigging and zagging at the wrong time.
Yep. Zoe Williams now to Alana Ellis. It seems like there's a lot of standing, like nobody's cutting his. Meadows gets into the lane. Mitchell on a drive, tacks the basket, puts it up. It won't go, but she'll draw the foul. So the one thing, if there's a bright spot for Beckley, Eric, is they have been able to get to the foul line as we watch the replay here. As we watch the replay here as Mitchell turns the corner. And, you know, it's another thing, too, Eric, as we talked on top. Catholic only has 8 players. So, you know, that's one thing. They really have to be careful with fouls, as Mitchell's first free throw is good.
So now if you're Beckley, you just got to think about winning the quarter.
Mitchell's ready for her second free throw on its way, and she makes 1 of 2. And the rebound is Aleph. And here comes the Fighting Irish, as Wilcox will bring it across the midcourt stripe.
And Beckley 2 of 6 at the charity stripe.
Yeah, so they've got 2 free throws and 1 made field goal. Evans down the lane, nice pass and a beautiful move in traffic to finish is Aleph. What a beautiful play.
Aleph with her 4th point of the night.
That was really nice the way Aleph able to kind of direct herself in that Beckley defensive traffic. But another thing, too, I think, Eric, Beckley's offense is starting really so far away from the basket, and that's due to the defense. Ellis trying to back her way in, and they cut her off. There's nowhere for her to go. Now that she repost, turn around, nice play by Alana Ellis. And I like that, how she was able to pass the ball out, reestablish, get the ball back, spin into the lane. And the fouls overall are starting to mount up now on Charleston Catholic.
Yeah, and that one was on, I think it was on Aleph, and that's the team's second. But more importantly, Beckley's getting to the free throw line but not cashing in on them.
Yeah,
they're 2 of 6.
Yeah.
Especially if your offensive stagnant, you have to knock down your free throws.
And Alana Ellis' first free throw was good. So she heard Jerry as Alana Ellis knocks it down, as Beckley will dip into its bench. And Bailey, Isabella Bailey in for the first time tonight. And also Gunner back into the lineup for Beckley as Alana Ellis heard you, Eric. She knocked them both down.
I mean, that'll give you a boost. And if you're Beckley, you got to go, hey, we've played as poorly as we can, 17-6.
Yeah, I mean,
you're a couple of stops away from really getting back in the contest.
As good as Catholic played and as poor as Beckley played, it's 11. It easily could be 20, right?
Easy.
A nice backdoor cut to Evans in traffic, puts the shot up, and it's swatted, but she gets it back. Another thing you alluded to, Eric, and you're right, the 50-50 balls that Catholic's been able to get, but that time Catholic got to the ball and they turned it over.
Yeah, and one a rare turnover. It's only the fourth turnover unofficially
by Catholic.
And they've been taking care of the ball, but the defense that time for Beckley looked a little more active. Got to get your hands active. I mean, in that first 5 minutes of that first quarter, Catholic had their way. The Fighting Irish had their way.
And Zoe Williams lost the ball down the lane, but Gunner able to pick it up and draw the foul. So, like I said, the fouls are mounting up, and Beckley's got looks like they've got a size advantage between Gunner, Ellis, and Zoe Williams in the paint.
And that's 2 on Aleph. So I think Rushworth and Aleph both have 2.
And Charleston Catholic's going to call a timeout because they're going to have a change of strategy here. So there's a timeout on the floor, and it'll be a 30-second timeout. So while we got a minute, we will tell you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Pepsi, a proud sponsor of local sports. You can enjoy an ice-cold Pepsi. Also by Pasquale's Italian Restaurant. They have all your favorite Italian dishes, plus they have seafood and sandwiches as well. Call Pasquale's at 304-255-5253. And by the good folks at Infinity Coal. Infinity Coal, located in Sophia, West Virginia. They take pride in producing coal that fuels progress around the world. From the heart of coal country, United Coal, Infinity Coal, they deliver resources that strengthen industries and communities. All right, out of the timeout, it'll be a couple of free throws for Beckley. And as you mentioned, Eric, Beckley's been getting to the line, but they have to start making them. Now, the last time that Beckley got to the line, Alana Ellis made both of them. And now it will be Carson Gunner at the free throw line for the Lady Flying Eagles. And I'm sure Coach Heavener for Catholic had to call that timeout, said, look, the fouls are mounting up. They may have to switch to zone or something because Beckley has been able to use their size and create a lot of fouls.
And that wouldn't be a bad idea because the way Beckley's offense has been performing early on in this game, I would pack it in and try to make them shoot over top and guard and really guard the middle as
another miss
from the free throw line. You're talking about Carson Gunner's generally a good free throw shooter, but it's just like anything, stuff snowballs.
Yeah. So Gunner will try to hit the back end of the two-shot opportunity. She missed them both, but she was able to keep the rebound alive. And now Ellis is tied up, and Beckley will turn it over. The ball will go back to Catholic. So this second quarter, Eric, has got a little stagnant. You know, it was 15-3 15-3 Catholic at the end of the first quarter. Beckley has scored 3 points, and Catholic has scored 2, and we played a little more than 2 minutes.
And Rushworth just checked in, so two foul player for two foul player, but offensively you're getting your leader scorer, and they got beat with the long ball.
The home run ball lays it up and in. What a beautiful play as Evans able to finish, and you're right, that was a great pass. And Evans, that was like a beautiful touchdown pass, wasn't it?
It was, right on the money.
Yes. Tom Brady would have been proud of that. And I'm sure a lot of other quarterbacks as well would have been proud of that. Here's Mitchell with it, 5.5 remaining until halftime, and it's been a struggle and a grind for Beckley in this first half.
We missed Zoe Williams. When she gave up the ball, she went into the post and was wide open.
Mitchell off the dribble to the rim, attacks in, it won't go. There must be a lid on it because, Mitchell got right there and it just wouldn't stay down. Here's numbers for Catholic. And that was a bad play by Catholic. That pass by Weber should have been much sooner than what it was. They would have had a layup as we watched the replay.
And this
beautiful
is the baseball
touchdown pass.
Yeah, the baseball pass right on the money.
It's like a 70-yard touchdown pass that we've done in football, wasn't it?
It was. And you're right, Catholic going to the Irish going to the zone
to try to protect their players a little bit.
But this is where you have to hit that high post. It was wide open. Just throw it up to Gunner right in the high post and turn and do work.
Alana Ellis trying to go down and set up as Bailey dials up a 3. Gunner with the offensive rebound. It won't go. Tipped around. Bailey in the lane will score. And Beckley did a good job off the offensive glass to keep that alive.
If they're going to get back in it, though, you got to get some stops.
And, you know, Eric, I think you agree, the pressure hasn't really faced Catholic at all.
Oh, it hasn't, because it's kind of like token pressure. It's not what we saw out of them the last game.
No, because they've been able, like I said, they hit the home run ball. They were able to drive through it. As there's a shot off the glass, it won't go by Rushworth. Offensive rebound and a foul on Beckley. And Rushworth will get to the line, and I think Gunner will be whistled for the foul. She was right there in all the action, and it is Carson
exactly
Gunner.
who it was
And that'll be
on.
her second as we watch the replay. And it wasn't right there. It was right here on the shot after the rebound. So Mary Rushworth came in averaging 13 a game. Free throw is good.
2 of 2 from the free throw line. 10 points on the evening.
Biggest lead has been 14. And 1 of 2, long rebound out, and we got a foul, and it might be Rushworth.
If that's on 10.
I believe it is. She was right there. Yep.
Yes, she knew it.
And now she's got to come out of the game. She's done for the half, I would think.
Yeah, that's a big foul in the grand
those,
scheme of things.
And those are the kind of fouls you really can't give up.
And
you got to save your fouls for when they're driving to the basket.
Do we see that? You miss a free throw. You don't need. Just let the defensive player have possession of the ball. Live the play.
Especially
defense.
when, you might try to pick it up if you don't have any fouls, but if you got 2, you can't do it. They get the ball down low to Lana Ellis. She's got great position, and she throws it back out. Zoe Williams from 15 knocks it down.
Cut it in half now.
And, Eric, I would think Beckley's lucky they're only 10 points down. Wouldn't you say?
We said that, and they're thoroughly getting beat.
Yeah.
But keeping it close.
Yeah, because you look up, you think Catholic should have, instead of being up 10, should be up 20. Nice drive to the basket, splits all the Beckley defenders and lays it in by Evans. What a beautiful play. Like I said, Beckley's did just a defensive breakdown. They get the ball to Lana Ellis. Ellis spins. In traffic, tough shot, won't go. But Bailey with the offensive rebound in the putback, in and out. And then Gunner, the third time's a charm as Gunner stays with it and on the putback. And Beckley just shot till they made it.
Isabella Bailey, though, this is the most we've seen her play in a varsity contest. You got to credit her with the last 2 points, although she didn't score.
And it's a 3. Is it a 3 or 2? The foul is going to be on Beckley. Count the shot. I'm not sure if it was a 3 or if she was inside the three-point line. So watch the replay. No, it's a 2. And a chance for a 3 is what a play that time by Evans. And Evans will try to polish off a 3-point play.
So 2 players in double figures for Catholic.
And the free throw is no good. And it'll go out of bounds over to Beckley. So we're 3 seconds away from just 3 minutes left in the half.
Evans has 10. Rushworth has 10.
Rushworth came in averaging 13. Evans came in averaging 7.
So 20 of the 24 points from those 2 players.
Here's Zoe Williams with it. We're under 3 for the half. And like I said, Bailey has given him a little bit of lift. She traveled there, though.
Just thinking a little too much right there. You got to react. You got to react, not think. And playing basketball.
Yeah, and not only has she's playing more, but she's playing more earlier in the game. She normally doesn't play it a lot of times into the second half. Here's Wilcox with it, going to run a little clock maybe. Come off a screen, dial up and down, a shot, and it's blocked.
Got to get it out.
Zoe Williams with the block. Here's Meadows with it. Bailey thought about the 3 off the dribble. Back in that zone is Catholic. Get the ball to Lana Ellis. They double team her. She finds Zoe Williams. She'll dial up a 3. Back iron, no good. Long rebound, and coming out there with it is Wilcox for Catholic.
Yeah, if you stay in your shot, Zoe Williams right there, and follow it, the ball came right back to where she spotted up from.
In the lane, now here's open 3 on its way. It's too strong. That 3 by Wilcox. Gunner with the rebound. Here's Zoe Williams.
And I don't think they're not playing transition like they were Saturday.
Zoe Williams puts up the shot. Gunner cleans it up. Got the rebound, draws the foul, and trying to polish off a 3-point play.
And that will be whistled on Abby Messer, and that'll be her second. And you stated the fouls are starting to mount as Ringwald will check in.
Meadows will have a seat. So 1:49 left in the half, and like I said, if Beckley can get this to single digits
Well, I was
going
going
into
to
the
say,
locker room.
this is the first chance to get it under double digits.
Yeah. The last time it was under double digits when it was 10-1 back in the first quarter. Gunner misses, gets her own rebound back, puts it up and in. Turns out to be a 4-point play, and Beckley down 8. The biggest lead has been 14, and the lead's 8 now, as Catholic will walk it up. Final minute and a half remaining here in the first half. A little shot right of the lane, back iron, no good by Messer, but Catholic able to get the possession, keep the rebound, and Zoe Williams comes out with a steal. So Beckley with a chance, trying to cut into Catholic's lead a little more. Gunner open, 3-ball on its way, a splashdown by Gunner, and just like that, Eric, Beckley down now by 5 as Catholic wants a timeout. 1:07 remaining in the first half, 24-19. Is now the lead as we watch Gunner the splash down for 3. While we got a minute, tell you that tonight's action is brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. Leisure Lanes has a 24-lane bowling center with a full-service restaurant. Book your next party, join a league, and for more information, dial up Leisure Lanes 304-253-7328. The game tonight also brought by Hart's Cabinets. Been around since 1974, located in MacArthur, West Virginia. Quality custom cabinets, and you can dial them up at 304-252-2917. Well, Beckley, for as poorly as they've played, they've made a run, Eric, and with 1:07 left in the half, what was a big Catholic lead has now been cut to 5. And like I said, the biggest lead's 14. Catholic has led by as many as 12 in this second quarter, but like I said, trimmed to 5 now.
Let me give you a stat that'll not only has Beckley cut down on their turnovers, Maris, but they've gone to the foul line 11 times and only made 5. And what's the spread? What's the score?
That's right, 5. That's right.
So
they missed 6 free throws and they're down 5. Now Catholic under a minute.
But can't you tell the difference in the defense?
And that's kind of a quick shot that Catholic, if they're able to get the rebound, as that time Weber shot.
And Coach Evner did not like that shot, and they were fortunate to get the rebound.
Probably
if you're
hold
Beckley, if you're Gunner, you don't want to pick up a foul here.
Yeah, Catholic probably going to hold it for the final shot of the half as they're working the ball around. Wilcox with it now as we get ready to go under 30 seconds.
32 seconds, though. I'm getting up into passing range. The next pass I'm trying to get.
There's an open shot, and it's going to be short. That shot was put up by Evans, and Beckley with a chance now to take the final shot of the half. I thought Catholic, especially being short, only having 8 players, I thought they may have held it for the final shot, because fouls are going to be a big difference in the second half. Here's Ellis with it, 8 seconds. Zoe Williams turns, and a foul.
And that's going to be free throws.
That's right. And that's what you didn't want to do, is you're going to put Zoe Williams at the line.
And that one was whistled on Wilcox. Maris, who came in averaging 11, is yet to score.
But, yeah, that was
Charleston
just –
Catholic.
When you look at that last 2 play, that quick shot that Catholic took, then they commit a foul, and Beckley with the chance perhaps to score points here as Zoe Williams makes the first of 2. And if she can make this, Beckley can get within 3. But Catholic with 4.7, plenty of time to get the ball up the floor and get the last shot of the half. Zoe Williams' second free throw on its way, and it's good. So 24-21, last shot time. Half-court shot, it'll count if it goes. It's got a chance, and it goes in! A bank shot, oh my! Allie Wilcox, and I said it's got a chance to go as she shot that from behind half-court, and what a way to end the half. A 3-ball from way downtown, another zip code. Wow, that's worth another look as we watch the replay, and at the break, that's called living well, as the Fighting Irish of Charleston Catholic will take a 27-21 lead into the locker room. That was from deep. That was from behind half court, and kaboom, right off the glass, and a 3-ball. We'll take a break. We'll come back to the Direct Choice halftime show on the other side of this break here on Video Productions.
2.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we welcome you into the Direct Choice halftime show. And at the break, Charleston Catholic, they lead Beckley 27-21. They've led wire to wire, but the biggest shot of that first half was the final shot of that first half. And you got to think that was probably 2 feet as we watch it again, Eric. I'm not really sure the length of the court here at Beckley, but I'm going to guess that that's probably 50-plus feet. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yeah. Easy.
Because it was 2 feet behind the mid-court stripe on Charleston Catholic side of the floor, and it was banked in. What a great shot that was by Allie Wilcox. But Catholic got off to a good start. They scored the first 5 and went up 5-0. Beckley had got one free throw, made it 5-1, and then Catholic went on a 10-0 run, and the biggest lead of that first half was at 14 as Catholic led 15-1. At the end of the quarter, it was 15-3. The lead got to 17-4, got 20-8, 22-12, 24-14, and Beckley looked like they was getting some of the momentum as Zoe Williams knocked down a couple of free throws with 4.7 seconds left to get Beckley within 3, 24-21, before the heroics of Allie Wilcox hitting that 50-plus footer, a bank shot on Catholic side of half court to get Catholic maybe a little of the momentum back with a 6-point lead, 27-21. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll go inside the numbers of the first half. You're watching live streaming coverage of girls high school basketball here on Video Productions.
Gave a future driver a first look and asked what he thinks makes a good truck. These trucks aren't just for today's drivers, they're for future ones too.
There's a compartment here, great leather seats, a bunch of charging ports, has everything pretty much.
Now it's your turn.
Since I'm too young to do business in the front, I have to do party in the back.
Come to Mid-State Ford and drive off in a new truck, cool enough to earn backseat approval. Mid-State Ford, home of the Big John deals.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Store. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Store. Fuel your thinking. West Virginia.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With Compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Are you ready to turn your passion into a career? At New River Community and Technical College, we've got the programs to get you there. Dive into our food service and event management program. Learn skills from kitchen basics to business budgeting and become seasoned for success. Or if the great outdoors is calling, answer it with our outdoor recreation program. Receive hands-on training that readies you to lead, inspire, and explore. Whatever you're passionate about, we have a path for you. Visit newriver.edu today. Start here. Go anywhere.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
And we welcome you back to the Direct Choice halftime show. And we want to let you know how the first half ended. And we'll watch this amazing three-point basket by Allie Wilcox. Is right here is Zoe Williams. This is the second of two free throws that she made to get Beckley within 3. And if you're Beckley, Eric, you're thinking, wow, everything's good, right? But Allie Wilcox said, wait a minute, I got one last chance in right here. And when she let it go, I knew it had a chance, and kiss off the glass, and she buries the 3 ball.
And maybe that's something to get Allie Wilcox going, because I just made a statement right before that, Maris, if you can remember, that she came in averaging 11 points a night, and she didn't have a point, and that gave her 3. And maybe that'll jumpstart her offense.
All right, ready to go inside the numbers. Inside the numbers of the first half, brought to you by Direct Choice. Direct Choice is a pre-owned vehicle lot located at 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley. They have West Virginia's best selection, and they have the best prices in the state of West Virginia on pre-owned vehicles. Direct Choice is a proud supporter of high school sports. Also, inside the numbers, brought to you by Allstate Insurance, located at Market Road in Beckley. You're in good hands with Allstate, and you're in good hands with Lori Richmond as your agent. You can dial Lori up at 304-252-8646. For the numbers of the first half, here's Eric.
Yeah, Charleston Catholic came in, ran some precise offense. They have 2 double-figure scorers in the first half. Eliana Evans with 10, and the team's leading scorer, Mary Rushworth, who came in averaging 13. She has 10, but one of the big keys to the first half that let Beckley possibly get back into the game was her picking up her 3rd foul of the half. Rounding out the scoring was Nora Aliff with 4, and Allie Wilcox with that big 3 just before halftime. For Beckley, Zoe Williams has 8 points. Carson Gunner had 7, all 7 coming in that second quarter as they try to cut the double-digit lead from Charleston Catholic. Nevaeh Mitchell 1, Danya Burton 1, and Alana Ellis with 2, and Isabella Bailey, seeing her first varsity action, scores 2 points in that second quarter.
So at the break, Charleston Catholic with a 6-point lead, 27-21. We'll take our final halftime break, come back and get you ready for the second half. You're watching live streaming coverage of girls high school basketball here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. A little general store. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hill. We're proud to be part of your ride, rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Store, fuel your thinking. West Virginia.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Hey folks, Rick Lewis here. Come and see what all talks about at one of West Virginia's top pre-owned auto dealers, Direct Choice of Beckley.
Direct Choice has over 50 vehicles available, all priced below market value. And credit problems are no problem. Good credit, slow credit, bad credit, doesn't matter. Direct Choice has over 10 financing sources available with excellent rates to get you in your new car, truck, or SUV today. Give us a try before you buy at Direct Choice Pre-Owned, 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive, Beckley. Or shop 24/7 at directchoicewv.com.
And we're ready to go to the second half. It's a 27-21 Catholic lead with Eric Thomas, Imaris Lowry, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. And Beckley will have first opportunity as Carson Gunner will put the ball in play as we get ready to start the second half right here in front of us. And they're telling her to tuck in. And we always say, Eric, if you want to stay in, you got to tuck in as we look at the official. If you want to stay in, that's what I'm trying to tell you, Carson. If you want to stay in, you got to tuck in. Yeah, So I know none of these players like to tuck in, do they?
Yeah, I mean, on college, you see it in college, too. They don't.
Because Mitchell's not tucked in either, and neither is Burton, who has the ball now. Here's Alana Ellis, head of the lane. Burton around the screen. Mitchell, open, 3-ball on its way. It's short. Gunner has done work on that offensive glass for Beckley, not just tonight, but all season. Into the lane, Zoe Williams able to score.
But you know what I liked out of that set? And the offense looked more brisk.
So here's Catholic with their first possession of the second half. And they've got to go with a different lineup because of foul trouble as Rushworth does not start the second half, and Catholic turns it over. Here's Mitchell on the move.
Well, you can see Mitchell just improving every game.
And, you know, Max, since she came out, Eric, she's not got back in the game. I just wonder if she's hurt as Burton on the drive, tacks the basket, lays it up and in. This is the closest Beckley's been since way back at the beginning of the game when it was 2-0. And Beckley has never led.
If you don't give up that 3 before half, look where you're at.
Yep. And you make some free throws, right?
Correct.
Here's a turnover.
No.
And then returned over. In the lane, and a beautiful shot by Wilcox. Wilcox's last 2 shots, something else, aren't they, Eric?
Yeah, but she didn't give up on the play after she turned it over. She forced that was a big bucket.
It was. Beckley
the momentum was going Beckley's way.
Alana Ellis, head of the lane. She turns it over. And here come the Irish with Evans. Nothing there. Smart play. Evans backs it out. Over to Wilcox. Yeah, she was too close right there, right?
Yeah.
She got to back up about 20 more feet.
The defense just looks a lot different right now for Beckley, though, here to start the third.
Messer backs it out. And now Evans. And they get the ball in the paint. All the way to the basket. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Nice drive by Aleph, but a nice defensive play by Gunner.
Great slash, and then just a little deflection of the ball, because I thought that was a straight line drive to the rim.
And the ball's turned over on the inbounds pass as Gunner comes up with the steal.
Straightaway 3.
Gunner says, "You're going to give it to me, I'll take it," and she's not able to knock the 3 down.
Yeah, that's what you do right there. That was straight away.
There's another McGreen jerseys there. There's a foul on Gunner. Is it? Nope. They're going to call a turnover. There was a lot of contact. Catholic thought there was going to be a foul called, and quite frankly, I did too.
And I think Gunner thought it was going to be a call.
Well, these are really good officials, and I try not to do that. I said, this is the only place, Eric, we can coach, officiate, and broadcast at the same time, right?
We're good at all 3.
Well, I don't know about that. Some people might disagree with that. We hope we're good at broadcasting. At least a lot of people tell us that we are. But I guess everybody's got their own cup of tea, right? Here comes Alana Ellis, head of the lane. Ellis looks, drops it down. Well, we got a whistle and a foul on the entry pass, I think.
If you're Catholic, you like that foul call, and they're going to have to get their size back in with Rushworth. And that was whistled on Messer. That will be her third. So
yeah, like I said, when you only have 8 players and you've only played 6, you really don't have a lot of options. As you got 5:28, a lot of time left, and this is just the third quarter. Ball comes into Burton. And Ellis, baseline shot. It left it short, and the rebound to Wilcox. Wilcox will push it up. Find Evans. The ball's deflected, and then Wilcox able to run it down. And now here's Messer to reset the offense.
See, Beckley's more active hands-wise, on the switches and everything, and they're making it tough for the offense. That didn't look like it was Rushworth's comfort zone that far away from the basket.
Here's Wilcox way out high. Beckley, like I said, looks like they're more intense on defense. Aleph in the lane. Rushworth down low to Aleph. Aleph in traffic. The ball is blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Catholic.
Good ball movement there that time by Catholic.
I don't know how Aleph got kind of squeezed through all that.
Me either. The way she's like a slinky getting through it. But the defense really has turned up more for Beckley.
Evans in the lane, pulls the short shot up and won't go. Catholic with another offensive rebound. Evans got fouled that time by Gunner.
No, I think they'll whistle that on Mitchell.
Okay.
On the reach.
Okay.
Which is better.
Which is better
Gunner,
if you're Beckley.
If you're Beckley, you're thinking First team foul.
Yep.
One team foul each.
Yep, 4.5 remaining here in third quarter.
A lot of action, not a lot of scoring.
Beckley has never led. Like I said, the first time these two teams played back on the 19th of January, Beckley won that game by the score of 40-36. The ball is blocked on the shot. It's out of bounds off of Beckley. It'll stay with Catholic.
A lot of contact on that last play as well. I guess they're letting them play this half, but
you know, Eric, it reminds me of the college games that we do, right? I mean,
be strong with it, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's always a lot of contact in those college games we do, and they don't call anything. But players have to adjust. And I think these officials have done a fine job here tonight. Wilcox off the dribble to the rim, and that's definitely a foul as she goes tumbling down, and Burton will get whistled for the Beckley foul. So Wilcox will step up to the line and shoot a pair.
Come in averaging 11, and she has five straight dating back to the last three of the first half and the first two of the second half for Catholic.
Yeah, I don't know if any bigger, but definitely none more spectacular than that 52. I'm going to say 52 feet, a 52-foot bank shot just ahead of the buzzer to end the first half as she makes the first two. Wilcox ready. Second free throw on its way. She got them both. And the lead is back to 4. Biggest lead has been 14. It was 15-1 back in the first quarter. Beckley has never led in this game as Mitchell dials it up for 3, and that's just too strong. That drew nothing but glass.
The lead is 6.
And here is Rushworth with it. Nice passing for Catholic. They get the ball down. Rushworth with size advantage, but she missed the shot. Mitchell able to hold her own, and they'll call a jump ball, and it'll stay with Catholic. And Rushworth very fortunate they didn't call a foul on her.
Yeah, and that was good defense, way to stay straight up. If you're Mitchell, both players play good offense, good defense, and Catholic able to maintain possession.
And Rushworth beats everybody, and then she blows the layup.
Wide open.
That was a great play that Catholic set up, and Rushworth wide open, and like you said, Eric, maybe too wide open, and
she just kind of rushed it.
She probably makes that 9 out of 10 times, and that's the one time she didn't. Low post Ellis into the lane, little short shot, hits the front of the rim and goes in. Alana Ellis able to score.
Great deep post position, and if you're Beckley, you have to recognize that their post players are in foul trouble. I'm feeding the post, getting a little Zoe Williams action in the post too.
And that's a nice take all the way to the rim is Evans who scores. That's a beautiful drive and finish.
12 points for Evans.
Zoe Williams shaking and baking, spot up 3 on its way. Right down the chute for Zoe Williams, and Beckley is within 1. Close as they've been since it was 2-0.
Is the score wrong on the scoreboard?
Yeah, it should be 33-32. Should be 33-32. That should be the score. That is correct. Incorrect. Mr. Fischel. It should be 33-32. I think the officials are aware of that, Eric, and they're going to check it out, but that should be the score, 33-32.
So what, the score at half was what?
The score at half was 27-21, and Zoe Williams with the steal. Williams in the lane, puts it up and in, and Beckley's got their first lead of the game, 34-33. The score doesn't show that, but it should.
Well, I have 32.
You have 32? You
Yes.
could be right.
Because it was 21 at the half.
Right, so you have 32?
Yes, and they've scored.
So that is correct. I beg your pardon, as there's Williams into the lane. So 2.5 remaining, and it's 33-32 in favor of Catholic. And I could have missed a point in there, Eric.
Well, here's the scoring as it went. Alana Ellis has 2, Danya Burton a driving layup for 2, and 7 from Zoe Williams.
So that's
11.
That's 11. That's 30. You're correct.
32.
All right, I can't argue with that. So 33-32, the lead for Catholic with 2.5 to go third
That's
quarter.
why we help one another.
That's right. I keep a running score. You keep the individual book. But a lot of times I can mess up watching the play-by-play, but you've got it in the book.
So in that's why I asked you what it was at half, which I had at 21, and they've scored 11.
That's why I let Edward Jones take care of all my financial problems, because I can't count myself. And so now that I'm
great
retired,
transition
that's
there.
right. It's Edward Jones. I'll tell you what, they got 4 great financial 4 people to help you with your financial goals. Heather Cantley, Brooke Dempsey, Ben Worley, and Tracy Houck. And that's why I use them, because I'm retired, so whether you're retired or if you're changing jobs, and I didn't change jobs, I guess technically I did. I retired, and now I'm doing video productions. But Edward Jones, I need all the help I can get.
Yeah, and Maris, but one thing that you see different out of this Beckley team right now is attacking defensively. They've picked up a couple of fouls. They have 3 team fouls, but they've played with a little more intent.
So Rushworth into the lane, tacks the basket, off the glass, no good. The shot back up, won't go, partially blocked from behind, and the ball will go off of Beckley's Zoe Williams. It'll stay on this end with Catholic. Catholic is led by as many as 14. Beckley's cut it to 2. Now they've cut it to 1, closest they've been since 31-29. Down in the paint. Turnaround shot is no good, and there's a foul, and that'll get Evans to the free throw line. And take your pick, right?
Yeah, take your pick on that one.
So I beg your pardon.
They caught it on Gunner. That's going to be her 3rd, so she may have to come out.
Yeah, where I had talked about the score, and I think you're right, because at the scorer's table will be Ringwald to come in after this free throw, as it's no good by Evans, and that is correct. Gunner will exit the game, and Ringwald will enter the game.
As good as Evans has played, she's 2 of 6 at the free throw line.
In a tight game, free throws are really important, as we all know. They're important all the time, especially when this game is tight, and she missed them both. And Beckley has an opportunity now to get their first lead of the game. Burton on the move. Zoe Williams spots up. Now to Ellis, head of the lane. Ellis looks for a cutter. Zoe Williams from 15, in and out, no good. And the rebound is Rushworth for Catholic.
And that's one place where they miss.
Rushworth to the rim, lays it up and in.
And Carson Gunner on that offensive glass, and Rushworth, when she gets the ball, she knows what to do with the 12
Burton,
points.
High off the glass, it won't go. A lot of contact, we play through it, and Rushworth has it. And here's Wilcox. Wilcox on the move, down the lane, off the glass and in. Wilcox with a beautiful drive and a timeout by Beckley. As Charleston Catholic trying to reassert themselves, Eric, with a minute and a half left in the third, and a nice kiss off the glass and a 5-point advantage, 37-32 for Catholic. While we got a minute, let you know that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell your home, you can contact the fine folks at Exit Elevation Realty. That is Luca Richmond, the broker, Steve Morgan, the associate broker. Check them out on the website at exitelevationwv.com. Well, we've had a little bit of everything in this game, as Catholic scored the first 5. Beckley had a free throw, then 10 in a row ran off by Catholic. 15-1 was the lead at one point. It was 15-3 Catholic at the end of the first quarter. Wilcox hit a 52-foot shot just ahead of the first half buzzer to give Catholic a 27-21 lead at the break. And Eric, with a minute and a half remaining in the third quarter, 37-32 is the Charleston Catholic lead.
Yeah, and timely scoring in this quarter for the Fighting Irish, as Beckley closed it within 1 and back-to-back buckets to pull out to a 4-point lead.
5-point lead. You add 4 to the 1-point lead to make it 5. I think we both need Edward Jones for our financial advisor. Here's Mitchell. Yeah, if a financial advisor or bank would probably like us to do our own calculating. Here's a kiss off the glass by Zoe Williams. Coming up on the final minute here of quarter number 3, which Catholic has led wire to wire to this point. Into the corner, Evans. Evans trying to back her way in, and Catholic throws it away. So Beckley has a chance to tie if they can hit a 3 or get a 3 the old-fashioned way, Eric. 48.1 left in the third quarter.
Offense for defense here.
Yep, as Ringwald will check out and Gunner checks in. And Gunner's got to be careful that she doesn't pick up her 4th foul on an offensive rebound.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. I'm sure they told her be heads up.
They trust her. That's why they put her back in the game. And
but where she helps them, they when she goes out, the offensive glass work is a lot different. Her and Ellis together is real tough.
They try to go down inside Alana Ellis, and Beckley throws it away. And here comes the Fighting Irish. Evans in the corner. And Zoe Williams comes up with the steal. Williams on the move. 15-footer straight away. Back iron, no good. Burton with the offensive rebound. Puts up the shot, no good. Alana Ellis, and there's a foul, and that'll get jump ball, not a foul, but Beckley will maintain possession with 19.3 left in the third.
And Catholic played real good this quarter, only one team foul, and that's what they needed to do, get themselves to the fourth quarter with all their players available.
And the ball is thrown off of Wilcox. No time came off the clock. Mitchell to put it in play. Finds Burton. And they get the ball down low to Alana Ellis. Ellis turn around, shot up, no good. Mitchell on the rebound, won't go. Gunner had it, lost it, and it'll go over to Catholic. And the Fighting Irish will have an opportunity with 10 seconds left, Eric, take the final shot of this third quarter.
We're going to get Gunner out of this
with
situation.
10 seconds left in the third. We don't want
Yes.
her committing that fourth foul. Beckley's going to extend the pressure, but Catholic has been good at breaking the pressure and getting all the way to the rim.
Yeah, but this is the one where they got beat on the baseball pass, too. Got to watch.
Here's Weber, 6 seconds left. Aliff right down the lane, puts the shot up, and it doesn't go. They got a really good look, as that will be the end of the third quarter. So at the end of three, it's a 3-point lead for Catholic, 37-34. Back with the fourth quarter after this on Video Productions.
Asked the real experts what they think of our Chevys and GMCs, and they didn't hold back.
Come here. Come on. I like the noise of it.
They've tested the seats, the screens, and the tires as well. Now it's your turn. Northside Chevy GMC, approved by kids, loved by everyone. Chevrolet, together let's drive. GMC, we are professional grade.
Northside Levy, where they are right.
And we welcome you back to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, and Eric, we've had a great, exciting game. Catholic led 15-3 at the end of the quarter, 27-21 at the break, and Beckley cut into that 6-point halftime deficit, and Beckley trails by 3, 37-34 as we head to the fourth quarter.
And the thing that the trend of this game right now, I think that it goes in Catholic's favor, is they got out of that quarter without their two bigs picking up their fourth foul. So you got 8 minutes to play, and you have all your available bodies, especially your two starters in Rushworth and Messer, who both have 3 fouls.
So Catholic will have the first possession of this fourth quarter. Catholic is led by as many as 14. Beckley is cut at the 1, but Beckley has never led in this game. And here's the first possession of the fourth quarter. They try to get the ball to Rushworth. They do. And now here's Evans with it around the screen. Wilcox for 3 on its way. It won't go. Battle for the rebound, and we got a foul on Catholic as Zoe Williams climbs the ladder for the rebound. The foul will go against Evans.
And if Evans picks up her first.
And that'll be
team's first.
Yeah, Evans just giving up a lot of size and try to climb the ladder and end up climbing up on Zoe Williams. So Beckley with a chance to tie this game with a 3.
And what a floor game that Zoe Williams has had. 12, like a couple of blocks, a bunch of rebounds, and timely scoring.
Beckley with good ball movement. Gunner, they dared her to shoot the 3. She can make that. We've seen it do that before. Down low, Zoe Williams. She dribbled the ball off her foot, and Beckley able to maintain the possession.
Well, she has that's the ISO you want because she has such a size advantage.
Right.
And you got to get back to that.
Drive down the lane. She left it short to Zoe Williams, and here comes Catholic with it. Here's Aliff. Aliff into the lane. She lost the ball. Mitchell able to pick it up.
And great defense by Mitchell there. Aliff dribbled into the teeth of the defense.
Gunner open for 3, dials it up, and she doesn't go, but there's Zoe Williams, and she's able to catch it. Shoot, score, and draw the foul, and a chance for Beckley to tie the game at the free throw line. Zoe Williams is able to crash in on the weak side.
On the weak side, went and got the rebound, Marison. This is going to be a big foul because it's on Messer, and that's her fourth.
Using size and able to clean it up, and now Zoe Williams can get Beckley even. And the game hadn't been even since the opening tip. And Zoe Williams will polish off a three-point play, and we're all knotted at 37 apiece.
And if you're Beckley, been gutsy climbing out of this hole, but Catholic, they're going to run that offense, and they spread you out, and they're going to get a cutter here, and it's been working the whole game.
And there's the ball deflected. They try to get the ball to Aliff, trying to post up Zoe Williams. The entry pass, she's got good position, into the lane, head and shoulder fake.
What a fake.
Up and under, and she can't finish. And the ball was tied up, but Gunner able to pull away from it. Gunner will push it up. Mitchell thought about the three on the drive, tacks the basket, left it short. Bodies hit the floor, and here's Catholic on the move. Beautiful bounce pass, left side in, one as Evans commits the foul, and Catholic has regained the lead.
And that will be on Emma Meadows. And Evans with a chance for an and one, a much-needed and one.
As Burton will check back into the Beckley lineup, Mitchell will have a seat.
The good news for Catholic is that they answered another Beckley run with Evans going to the free throw line where she's 2 of 7.
And, Eric, I thought Mitchell was going to give Beckley the lead. She missed that at point blank. The free throw was no good. The lead stays at 2 as we're 2 minutes into the fourth quarter.
2 of 8 now.
Yep. So Beckley can tie it, or they can get their first lead of the night if they hit a three or get a three-point play on this possession as Burton turns the corner. Zoe Williams on the drive. Ball stolen away. Catholic with numbers. Going in for a layup, and it's blocked by Zoe Williams in the follow-up, and that's going to be a Beckley foul on Meadows. Good hustle by Wilcox as she followed up the block shot that Zoe Williams had. Zoe Williams went in and blocked Weber's shot, and then Wilcox able to pick it up and draw the foul.
And this team just not going to relinquish the lead. They keep battling.
And the free throw is good as Shiloh Mack checks back into the game, Eric, and she hasn't played since back in the first quarter. As Meadows comes out and Catholic extends the lead to 3. Wilcox trying to make it 4 here. Second free throw. Wilcox ready. Free throw on its way. Nothing but net. She's got a nice release, nice stroke. And the Fighting Irish with a 4-point advantage. There's Zoe Williams with it. Trying to turn the corner. Mack has it now. Mack on a drive. Zoe Williams into the lane. Ball's knocked free, and which way? It'll stay with Beckley. So Mack will put the ball in play for the Lady Flying Eagles. Burton catches it, lays it up and in. Danya Burton able to score down low on the inbounds play under the basket. Beckley within 2. Aliff try to get position in. Evans throws it away. So Beckley with the chance again, Eric, to tie, or if they get a 3 to take their first lead.
Sound like a broken record, Maris, because they've been stuck on this scenario all
They've
evening.
had time after time to do that, and let's see if they can get it done on this possession as we approach the 5-minute mark of the fourth quarter.
This building's ready to erupt if they're able, to take this lead or even tie it.
They try to look to get the ball to inside to the post players.
And great post defense.
Now Beckley will reset with Burton.
Coming here on that almost the halfway
Burton
point.
on the drive. Nice bounce pass down low. The shot is blocked. Ringwald had her shot swatted away. Here's Catholic on the attack. Here's Evans with it. Wilcox into the lane. Little floater. It won't go. Rebound by Aliff. Put back off the glass. No. Another rebound by Rushworth. It won't go. Wow. Look, point blank opportunities for Catholic. And here's Burton. Zoe Williams. 17-footer, back iron, no good. Mack with an offensive rebound, and we've got a Catholic foul.
Yeah, and that's going to be whistled on Wilcox. That'll be her second. And
that'll be a common foul. Beckley will inbound under the basket as Alana Ellis will check back into the Beckley lineup. So Beckley with Ellis, Gunner, and Williams, a size advantage. There's a full timeout on the floor. 4:13 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 2-point lead for Catholic, 41-39. We'll take a break, be right back on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do, at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's crunch time in Beckley with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, and Eric, 4:13 remaining in regulation. It's a 2-point lead for Charleston Catholic, 41-39. They've led the entire way, and Beckley will have possession of the ball.
And you can't get any closer than this in the fourth quarter. Both teams, Beckley has scored 5 points, and Catholic has scored 4.
And his points have been tough to come by, and you can see why that first game was 40-36.
That first game is kind of a mirror image.
So here's Burton. They get the ball down low. Ellis, they cut her off, finds Zoe Williams in traffic. The ball swatted away, but Zoe Williams able to get it back as we come up on the halfway point of the fourth quarter. And the entry pass stolen. Here's Catholic with a run out. Evans goes in and lays it up and in, as Catholic's defense turns Beckley over and they get a layup out of it. And we got a whistle, and now Beckley wants another timeout as Coach Brian Neighbors. This is why I think it'd be hard to be a coach, right? So let's see if we got a 30 or a full. It looks like a full. We'll take it with and be right back on Video Productions.
1-2.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
.349 remaining in regulation. Beckley will have the ball, and Charleston Catholic with a 4-point lead at 43-39. Out of the Beckley timeout, the ball comes into Burton, and let's see what Beckley will cook up, Eric, out of that timeout.
I can get a little motion going, trying to attack the crease, but Catholic does a good job backing out.
Here's Alana Ellis in the high post. Now she'll back it back out, hand it to Burton. Burton on the drive. They cut her off. Max open, dials up a three and hits. And a foul as Shallow Mack dials up a 3-ball, and she knocks it down and has a chance to tie the game if she can complete a 4-point play.
And I think that foul was on Wilcox on the closeout, as we see here on the replay. And this was a bailout foul. Good shot, but I guess on the box out.
So Mack will try to attempt to tie the game if she can hit the free throw, and she cannot.
And once again,
Beckley
they stave
cannot,
off.
That's right. Beckley cannot get it tied or get the lead. And it's down to crunch time. Every possession big on each end of the floor as Burton almost got the steal. That's a legal play because it went into the backcourt. It was touched. And Mack is very aggressive, but get the ball to Wilcox.
Numbers.
Yep.
Travel.
And a turnover.
On the ball fake.
As Rushworth turns it over and a little indecisive, Eric, whether to shoot or go off the dribble.
Well, everything that I know about Rushworth that I've seen, she's more comfortable inside, that three-point line in the paint is where she does her work. And I think getting the ball out that high was a recipe for disaster.
We'll go under 3 minutes for regulation. Here's Alana Ellis with it. Over to Zoe Williams. Ellis on the drive. Ellis all the way to the basket. Up and it won't go as Wilcox with the rebound. Wilcox looks like she's hurt. As Wilcox got the rebound, Catholic has possession of the ball, and Wilcox is holding her knee. And I didn't see what happened other than she got the rebound, but she's pounding the floor with her hand, and she looked like she's in pain as we watch the replay, Eric. Coming in right there, I couldn't tell. She came down maybe on Mac's foot. I couldn't tell, but it'll be Charleston Catholic's ball, up 1, 43-42, 2:41 remaining here in regulation. And we'll take a quick break and be right back on Video Productions.
Health, many of our physicians begin their journey here. They trained with us, grew with us, and chose to stay. Because Access Health isn't just where their careers began, it's where they found home. Here, caring means more than medicine. It's knowing your patients and being part of their lives. They've grown with Access Health and with the community that welcomed them. What sets Access Health apart isn't just the care we give, it's the people who grow with us and the community we call home. Access Health. When the need grows, so do we.
We gave a future driver a first look and asked what he thinks makes a good truck. These trucks aren't just for today's drivers, they're for future ones too.
There's a compartment here, great leather seats, a bunch of charging ports, has everything pretty much.
Now it's your turn.
Since I'm too young to do business in the front, I have to do party in the back.
Come to Midstate Ford and drive off in a new truck, cool enough to earn backseat approval. Midstate Ford, home of the Big John deals.
Back here in Beckley with Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins producing and directing, Jackie Moon on camera. And Eric, this crowd was into it, but now you can understand why it's quiet as they attend to the injured player. And the injured player is Allie Wilcox, who came down with the rebound. And we were watching the replay, Eric, while we were in commercial, and it looked like she came down on the foot of Shiloh Mack. And like I said, she's laid there during that whole 1 minute break and since then. And of course, when we do resume play, it'll be Catholic's ball, up 1, and this would be a terrible blow if she's not able to return because she's a big part of what Catholic does.
And I'm thinking about here moving forward because Catholic definitely needs her. We talked about how short they are with bench players, and this is, their second leading scorer, came in averaging 11 on the year a game. She has 11 tonight, Maris, but ever since that three-pointer right before half, she's really heated up. She's been the game's lead. They're the Charleston Catholic's leading scorer in the second half.
Yeah, that got her going. And, Catholic only has 8 players on the roster. They've only played 6 tonight.
Yes, they've only played 6.
Out of the 8 that they have. And, of course, no one's going to be in any hurry. Wilcox need to take all the time. But I don't know. She's not going to stay in the game, and I don't know if she can even come back in the game. It doesn't look like it. And her night is probably finished. And I just hope her season's not finished because this is a good Catholic team, but that doesn't look good.
Yeah.
And she's helped off in great sportsmanship, too, by Beckley assistant Gene Neighbors helping her off as well.
Gene Neighbors, I'm surprised he didn't have an ice pack with him.
Yeah, I think he carries them in his pocket,
He carries them in his pockets. He usually has some ice packs with him.
Of course, as you, Eric,
we're making light, but we know Coach Neighbors really well.
Yeah.
But, that young lady is as tough as they come, so that's something kind of serious.
Yeah, Eric, I had the privilege of taking Gene Neighbors and Randy Moss to the Nike camp over 30 years ago.
Those weren't too bad players right there to take.
And one of our roommates was Kevin Garnett. That wasn't too bad, was it?
He wasn't too shabby either.
No, it wasn't too shabby. The next year, of course, Marshall head coach Corny Jackson, I ended up taking him to the Nike camp as well as along with Joe DeBurgess. All right, so.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yes, so play ready to resume. And Catholic will have the ball. Beckley will show full court pressure. 2:41 remaining regulation. And it's a 1-point lead for Catholic at 43-42. Ball comes into Aliff. And Aliff will bring the ball across. And they get the ball.
Nice.
Aliff, beautiful cut on a give and go. And Aliff able to catch, shoot, and score. And Catholic leads up to 3. Here's Burton, behind the back dribble, into the lane. Gunner, into the lane, little half hook shot. It won't go, long rebound, and Catholic has it. Here's Evans. The ball's knocked out of bounds. She has to go all the way over and then go back. And she didn't go all the way over. It was a smart play. She went about half over and then went back. That play happened right here in front of us. Some of the Beckley fans thought that she went over. But the ball was knocked out of bounds. I don't know, guess they're giving it to Beckley, but I thought they said it was Catholic's ball.
No, that was definitely Charleston Catholic basketball.
Yeah, that was definitely Charleston Catholic's basketball because they did not call that, and that wasn't the call.
The ball was knocked out on Beckley.
Right, and she didn't go all the way over and didn't come back. So now that's one that Beckley got a break on. So they try to go down low to Zoe Williams. They do. She's double-teamed. Gunner into the lane, and she'll draw the foul and get to the line.
They might call that on the floor.
They may, as the foul's going to be on Mary Rushworth.
And I think that's the correct call.
Yeah.
She wasn't in the upward shooting motion.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, now they're going to say 2 shots.
Well, because it's the fifth foul.
Because they're over the limit.
Yes. This is where Beckley struggled this evening.
So Gunner at the free throw line.
Where she's 0 for 3.
And if she can hit them both, she can get Beckley within 1. The first free throw is no good. And if Beckley doesn't come back to win this game, you can look to a lot of things, but one of the big things you'll look at will be missed opportunities at the free throw line.
8
missed
missed free throws.
So they bring Mitchell in. They take Alana Ellis out. Gunner's second free throw on its way is good. She makes 1 of 2. And it's a 2-point lead for Catholic. Beckley will show full court pressure. There's 1:40 left here in regulation. Aliff with it. Bounce passes ahead, and Rushworth able to catch, shoot, and score. And once again, Catholic able to break the Beckley pressure and get a layup out of it. Mitchell will dial it up for 3, and it doesn't go. Battle for the rebound, and Catholic comes out of there with it. Here's Evans. Aliff. And it's an offensive foul on Aliff. Nice defensive play by Beckley as Mitchell able to go back and take the charge.
Yeah, Mitchell shot the 3, but able to get on transition defense and pick up the player control foul. But I just think possessions are running out for Beckley with 1:19 to go. It's you got to be urgent. You got to play with some urgency here.
They bring Alana Ellis back in the game. They take Mack out. Here's Beckley with it. They get the ball to Ellis. If you're Catholic, you don't want to foul. You're over the limit. Here's Mitchell, turns the corner. Mitchell attacks the basket, puts it up. There's a foul. Now, if you're going to foul, I guess you have to foul when somebody's driving to the basket. When I was saying you don't want to foul if you're Catholic when you're 15, 20 feet from the basket, and Mitchell will get to the line to shoot 2. Yeah. So the minute 3 ran in regulation, Beckley down 4. And Mitchell will shoot a pair. And the first free throw is no good. And like I said, that's been a nemesis of Beckley here tonight as Mack will check back in. So
defense
going defense, yep.
Yes.
So Alana Ellis will have a seat. Mack will check back in. Mitchell ready for her second free throw. And she makes 1 of 2. And that's a big make because it's a 1-possession game as we're under a minute. Rushworth does a smart thing, didn't have it, takes it back out. Here's Evans. Beckley has got to foul 3 times to get Catholic at the foul line. And Beckley's got to start fouling there. They need a foul. And there's a foul by Burton. So they got to foul 2 more times, but as we see all the time, one of the hardest things to do is get the ball in. So it'll be side out right here, basically in front of us, and Beckley wants a 30-second timeout. So a 30-second timeout, and let you know that the game tonight is brought to you in part by Pasquale's Italian Restaurant. Pasquale's has all your favorite Italian dishes, plus sandwiches, salads, and seafood. Dial up Pasquale's 304-255-5253. Also by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. If you have a plumbing or heating problem, call the good folks at Modley's 304-253-HELP. By Pepsi of Southern West Virginia, you can enjoy the game with an ice-cold Pepsi. And by Cracker Barrel. Love me some Cracker Barrel. Ate there the other day. I love it. You'll love it too. And you can check out their menu at crackerbarrel.com. Well, I think, Eric, the strategy would be, obviously, you're going for the steal for Beckley, but if you don't get the steal, you cannot let a lot of time go off. I think you got to foul right away. Because Beckley will have to foul 2 more times to get Catholic to the free throw line. And if you're Catholic, you're probably looking to get the ball into the hands of Rushworth or Aliff. And probably even Evans, too. But Evans has struggled at the free throw line, right?
Yes, she has. She's 2 of 8.
Messer puts it in play. Evans has it now. They need a foul. And Burton knocks the ball back into the backcourt. That has a legal play. They got a foul, Eric. 32 seconds. Time running. And now there's a foul by Gunner. And I'm sure you wanted Gunner to foul because you also got to think, Eric, possible overtime. And that's 4 fouls on Gunner.
Yes.
So the next foul will get Catholic to the line. But I don't think if you're Beckley, you can allow Catholic to run 5, 8, 10 seconds off the clock.
No, you got to foul immediately.
If you don't get a steal.
I'm fouling.
Right here. Got to foul right now. And they don't. Still letting a lot of time run off. And Rushworth is probably the one you probably didn't want to foul. She's the team's leading scorer. And with 21.6, they let a lot of time go off before they fouled.
Rushworth's 2 of 2 at the free throw line.
And it's a 1-possession game. She can make it a 2-possession game if she can hit one or both of these free throws. So Mary Rushworth, first free throw on its way, money. And that's a big one there because that makes it a 2-possession game with 21.6 seconds. Both teams over the limit in fouls. Rushworth ready, second free throw on its way. She got them both. Beckley's got to go quick. Here's Zoe Williams. A lot of time running off, down to 13 seconds, and it's a turnover, and that might do it. As Catholic's going to come in here and give Beckley their second straight loss. Underhanded, and when I say, well, not underhanded, undermanned or underwoman, I guess in this case. And there's the ball game. And the final score is Charleston Catholic 49, Beckley 44. Catholic only had 8 players to begin with, and they only played 6. They had a starter injured, and they were able to hang on, and they lead wire to wire, Eric, as Catholic had a big first quarter. They led 15-3 after 1, 27-21 at the break, and 37-34 at the end of 3, and they win it 49-44. So they were, I guess the proper way to say it, they were undermanned, underwoman in this case, and Catholic with a huge win. All right, so that'll get us to the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show. With the win, Catholic will go to 11-8. Beckley falls to 12-5. We'll take a break and come back and dive in to this game here on the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show on the other side of the break here on Video Productions.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done. It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Hey folks, Rick Lewis here. Come see what all talks about at one of West Virginia's top pre-owned auto dealers, Direct Choice of Beckley.
Direct Choice has over 50 vehicles available, all priced below market value. And credit problems are no problem. Good credit, slow credit, bad credit, doesn't matter. Direct Choice has over 10 financing sources available with excellent rates to get you in your new car, truck, or SUV today. Give us a try before you buy at Direct Choice Pre-Owned, 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive, Beckley, or shop 24/7 at directchoicewv.com.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life,
We got you.
Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
This new year, give your home a fresh start with a brand new view from Window World at Beckley.
At Window World, we believe all homes deserve comfort, energy savings, and style all year long.
With our energy-efficient windows and doors, Window World has you covered.
Give your home the view it deserves this year with new windows and doors from Window World at Beckley. New year, new view with energy-efficient windows from Window World at Beckley.
Call today, 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD
for your free in-home estimate.
And we welcome you back to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. I'm Maris Lowry along with Eric Thomas. And final score, Charleston Catholic beats Beckley 49-44. Charleston Catholic will now be 11-8 on the year. Beckley will be 12-5. And it was a game, Eric, that Catholic led wire to wire. They scored the first 5 points. Beckley added a free throw. And then a 10-0 run to get to the biggest lead of the game, 15-1. At the end of the quarter, it was 15-3. And one of the big plays, and now it really looms big, is right there in the final 4 seconds of the first half when Allie Wilcox, who ended up getting hurt and had to leave the game late in the fourth quarter, but she hit that big three-point shot right at the halftime buzzer from behind half court, about 52 feet away. That extended the lead from 3 to 6 at the break, 27-21. It was 37-34 at the end of 3. Beckley had a bunch of opportunities, Eric, and like you said, it's like a broken record. I kept saying a chance to tie, a chance to get the lead. They tied it. They cut it to 1. They had multiple chances, and they just couldn't get it done. And congratulations to Catholic. They were able to hold Beckley off 49-44. We're going to go inside the numbers of this game. Inside the numbers are brought to you by Direct Choice. Direct Choice pre-owned vehicle located at 4631 Robert Seabird Drive in Beckley. They have West Virginia's best selection, best prices on pre-owned vehicles. Direct Choice, a proud sponsor of the student athlete. Also brought to you in part by Allstate Insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate, and you're in good hands with Lori Richmond as your agent. That's located on Market Road in Beckley. You can dial Lori up 304-252-8646 for all the numbers of this thrilling Charleston Catholic victory. Here's Eric.
The magic number for Charleston Catholic is 3. 3 double-figure scores as they led by Mary Rushworth, Maris, who really came up big in the first half. She only scored 6 points in the second half, but they were big, huge buckets, each one to end Beckley runs. She finishes with 16 points and made the final 4 points.
I was going to say, and none bigger than at the end.
Yeah,
especially
when she made the final 4,
especially with
the 2 free throws.
Right, with the 2 free throws, yes.
Yes, and then 16 points from Eliana Evans, as she has a well of a game. The only thing she didn't do, she had 16, but she was 2 of 8 from the free throw line. Yeah. And Allie Wilcox, hats off to the young lady, and I hope she's able to come back and play this season. It did look kind of serious, her knee. She finished with 11 points, and the Fighting Irish went to the free throw line 16 times and cashed in 10. On the flip side, the only double-figure scorer for Beckley was Zoe Williams. Carson Gunner brings in 8 points, and she was the only person close to double figures.
Zoe Williams had how many?
20 points.
20 points.
And Beckley was a paltry 9 of 18 from the free throw line.
Well, I think if you look back, there's a couple different things you could say, Eric. I think no question when you shoot 50% from the foul line, you miss 9 free throws and you lose by 5. But also, and I think you and I touched on it through the course of the broadcast, I think the way Beckley started this game, they dug themselves such a big hole. And like I said, they did come out of it. They had multiple chances to take the lead, and they just couldn't get it done. Even a chance when Mack hit that 3 down 4 and she got fouled, and a chance to tie, she couldn't finish a 4-point play.
And that's where the broken record occurred, because after that you kept saying with a chance to
take the lead, tie or take the lead, and they just couldn't do it.
And another thing with Catholic that I loved about the team, they ran their stuff.
Yeah, they're well coached.
Well coached. They ran their stuff. The girls bought in, they did it, and hats off to them, especially the way they jumped out. And that's what you need on the road, jump out to a big lead.
All right, tough loss Saturday for Beckley against East Fairmont. Tough loss here tonight. Beckley is home tomorrow, their final home game against Spring Valley. Where does Beckley go from here? Because they don't have a lot of time. They can't sulk about this. They got to have a shoot-around tomorrow and take on a very good Spring Valley team tomorrow night.
Yeah, and you can bet if Spring Valley was off tonight, they were watching this contest, and they'll come in ready to give Beckley their 3rd loss.
All right, well, Video Productions will have basketball tomorrow. We'll have W Tech taking on Midway. The women's game will tip at 5:30. and Bill O'Brien, Mark Montgomery will have that, and then the men's game will follow that at 7:30. Eric, for you and I and our crew here, we'll make our way over to Shady Spring across the county, and we'll have Greenbrier East and Shady, and we'll be on the air at 6:30. That game will tip at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Before we say our goodbyes, final take of tonight's game.
For Catholic, I hope you can get healthy. You have a good team. You can make a run to the state tournament, and this Beckley team as well. You can't let. I think the loss Saturday spilled over into the first quarter at least here. You can't let this bad taste you have in your mouth tonight. You gotta cleanse this one from your palate and be ready tomorrow night, because you want to be playing your best basketball and they're heading the other way.
Right, you got to turn the page and move forward. Well, we appreciate all the outstanding work from our crew as always. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. From my partner Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry. Repeating the final score: Charleston Catholic beats Beckley 49-44 in this girls game. Catholic is now 11-8. Beckley is now 12-5. All right, good night, everybody.